Hey everybody, Akil Taylor here, back at it again with another video. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos and thank you for pushing me over 200 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Former President Trump discusses his views on Florida's 6-week abortion ban. He says it's too short. I wonder how you feel about it. Let's get to the video.
Well, tonight, former President Donald Trump's campaign is clarifying comments he made on Florida's 6-week abortion ban and Amendment 4. If voters approve it this November, the measure would guarantee a woman's right to an abortion until fetal viability, which is around 24 weeks of pregnancy. Here is what his campaign is saying in response to the former president's exclusive interview on NBC News. Republican candidate for President Donald Trump criticized Florida's current 6-week limit on abortion, saying it's, quote, too short. Former President Trump campaigned in Michigan today and said this to NBC's Dasha Burns when pressed on how he's going to be voting on Amendment 4 in his home state of Florida.
Well, I think the 6 week is too short. It has to be more time, and so and I've told them that I want more weeks.
So you'll vote in favor of the amendment?
I am going to be voting that we need more than 6 weeks.
After that interview, his campaign put out a statement saying, quote, President Trump has not yet said how he will vote on the ballot initiative in Florida. He simply reiterated that he believes 6 weeks is too short, end quote. Lisa Kaufman with the Women's Freedom Coalition, which supports Amendment 4, says although Trump did not explicitly say how he was going to vote, his statement was a win.
He is another voice that is reflective of what voters are feeling in Florida. And whether or not it was strategic, I think it's just important that he is voicing what many Florida voters feel, Republicans, independents, and Democrats.
Mr. Trump also says he backs the government paying for IVF treatments.
Well, as you know, I was always for IVF right from the beginning. As soon as we heard about it, it's fertilization and it's helping women and men and families, but it's helping women able to have a baby. Some have great difficulty, and a lot of them have been very happy with the results, as you know, and what we're doing. And we're doing this because we just think it's great, and we need great children, beautiful children in our country. We actually need them. And we are going to be, under the Trump administration, we are going to be paying for that treatment.
The Supreme Court justices appointed by former President Trump helped to overturn Roe v. Wade, putting abortion rights front and center in each state. NBC6's Jackie Nesbraw interviewed Mr. Trump in Doral on July 9th and asked him how he planned to vote on the abortion amendment.
I want to talk about abortion because it is a big issue after the Dobbs decision by the Supreme Court. You are a resident here in the state of Florida, now a 6-week abortion ban. It will be on the ballot, the abortion initiative. You will vote on that. How will you vote?
Well, I'm going to be voting, and you probably saw our platform. We brought it back to the states. They've been wanting to do it for 52 years, bring it back to the states. We brought the issue back to the states, and I won't say how I'm voting, but I will be announcing it sometime prior to the vote. But I wanted to make sure the people have the vote, and they have the vote now.
Governor Ron DeSantis signed the 6-week abortion ban. He and most statewide Republicans are actively campaigning against Amendment 4.
If you have a, quote, health care provider says that there should be an abortion, then you can do it. It doesn't even require a physician.
The Harris Walls campaign is not buying the former president's stance on abortion, saying in part, quote, there is only one candidate in this race who trusts women and will protect our freedom to make our own health care decisions. Vice President Kamala Harris.
Okay, so we heard how former President Trump, Uncle Trump, feels about the Florida 6-week abortion ban. He did say that it's too short. And I agree with him. Like, I am not a person who 100% agrees with like abortion at any stage, but I feel that 6 weeks is too short because a lot of women may not even know that they're pregnant at 6 weeks. So to have that, I think that, Florida is doing that. And there's many reasons why, because you have to understand that we are under replacement level in this country. So they're trying to force women, in my opinion, I wouldn't even say force, but they want that, hey, if you're pregnant, have the baby, and just have it. And if you don't want the child, give it up for adoption. So there's somebody who'll be willing to take the child or adopt a child, which is understandable as well. But maybe a woman may not want to go through that full thing. So I agree with him. I also agree with him that the government should, in some sort of way, help with IV, in vitro fertilization, or help paying for it, because that right there, you have a lot of women who are possibly older, who maybe they don't have enough eggs, and then maybe they freeze their eggs and this, that, and the third, and now they want to have babies. That's cool, especially if the woman is healthy. If she's healthy and the doctor allows it, cool, no problem. More babies can be born. A lot of people are having babies later on in life. And it might come to a point where, because they waited long in life, that they can't have babies. I feel that women should have that ability. I love women. And I love the fact that even if you want to have a child at a later age, don't just let it be no crazy age like 50, 60, 70 years old and stuff like that. I think it was a woman who had a baby at like 72. I'm not sure. I think it is. If y'all can help me out in the comment section, I greatly appreciate that. But I think it was a woman that had a baby at 72, if I'm not mistaken. But that's crazy. But it will really help out. Now, I understand that there's a lot of conservatives who say that Trump should be hardcore on the issues, and that's not right. You remember, Trump is trying to become president for the whole United States. There's going to be people who's not going to like every single thing that he decides on, but we have to think about and say that, well, you know what? Hey, I feel that if he is our president, I feel that he's going to make the right decisions that's going to help all of Americans. And I totally agree with him. I totally agree that abortion should be left up to the states, but states shouldn't have no crazy ass laws that basically cause a woman to look elsewhere. And now you got, like in that Family Guy episode, where back then when women wanted abortion, they'll just climb up some steps and just drop. No, we don't want that. We do not want that. We want safe. We want women to be safe. We want women to be healthy. We want men to be healthy. And I understand you might have some men who say that, well, my ex got an abortion. I didn't want her to get an abortion. Well, you was with the wrong woman, homeboy. You was with the wrong woman. You should have never did the do with her and caused her in that situation. You should have had the talk, which a lot of men be afraid to have certain talks with women so that they understand what these women are thinking. But y'all be so in love, so memorized, be all up in and then next thing you know, something happens, and you and if the woman said that she don't want to have the baby, you want to get all mad. Don't get all mad. Understand that, hey, you know what? Right, it's her body, her choice. I agree with that. As an independent, I agree with that. Okay, but hey, like I said, I totally agree with Uncle Trump, and let's see what happens. I know people may not agree with him, agree with me, but that's the way America is. We all have the ability to disagree on certain things and agree on certain things, and that's the way I love it. God bless this country, and God bless everybody in this country. I really, really feel that way. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. I would appreciate if you found this video informative to like the video. Tell me how you think about what Uncle Trump said, that the 6-week abortion ban in Florida is too short. Tell me how you feel about that. Do you feel it's not long enough? Or do you feel that should be 0? What do you feel? Tell me in the comment section. I greatly appreciate that. And lastly, if you're not subscribed to this channel, I would greatly appreciate that you do subscribe, because I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to grow, but I can only grow with your help. Guys, there's some videos that pop up here and here. I would appreciate if you give those videos a look. That will greatly, greatly help me out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Peace.